Hey everyone. Welcome back to another deck profile in Earth Power's 2023 Duel Masters Championship Bracket Tournament, the finish format.
Christian, tell me what we got for him today.
We have For Civilization Phal Control. It's a pretty classic control deck, focusing on 4 copies of Phal Eega Dawn Guardian to get back a bunch of spells that are high utility, a lot of great removal in the deck, a lot of 1-ofs and 2-ofs, because we can search for our spells with Logic Cube, get them back from mana with Belix, and from the discard pile with Phal, and grind our opponents to a pulp, even discard their hands early with Lost Soul, and we have mana ramp in this deck, which is pretty neat, with Bronze Arm Tribe and Skysword.
Yeah, the initial concepts, I think, for this deck was just ramping into the Lost Soul. This is the one deck that does that incredibly consistently. But then otherwise, just the toolbox features that this deck brings along, where you can play these 1-ofs and still reliably cast them, play them, put them anywhere, mana, grave, and still get them back and play with them as you go.
Mm-hmm.
They're all finishers. What do we have?
Oh, yes, the finisher package is the new innovation here. To explain the cards that are in Japanese, this is Cryptic Totem. This is Soul Swap. Terrapit is over here with
people
alternate
know
art.
what they are by image.
Okay, just making sure. The point of this is that we have both Cryptic Totem and Bazagazeal. At which point we want to drop Cryptic with the different bodies that we have in the deck. So we've got Skysword that's floating, Phal that's floating, Bronze Arm Tribe that's floating, that no one wants to kill ever. You drop Cryptic, and then you can either wait and hold for Baza after they're under control and just swing through for the game, or you can swing with Cryptic and one other guy, and then hold for Baza and control the game outside of that.
Yeah, this deck sets up a lot of 2-turn kills. It plays into that idea that, you know, as you're, like you said, you're floating creatures, no one wants to touch them. You're breaking 3 shields. I lost the thought where I was going with this, but yeah, it's just
a win.
Yep.
Right. It's you got to pick your turns, you know, when you're going in. Like the Fortress deck, whether we have or have not put this on camera yet. In this tournament, we have Fortress Burn, and that deck needs to figure out when it's going to swing. It's very critical that you get that turn right. This deck functions similarly. The difference is it's usually the turn you play Cryptic, or the turn after, rather.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you can also toolbox pretty much any spell in the whole deck, because we have Logic Cube to search spells. So you can grab anything proactively. As Christian said, it revolves around Phal to get things back from grave. And if you mana a spell, you can grab it with Belix. So it doesn't matter where the spell ends up, you can always get it back.
Yeah, consistent clamp on 4 is the whole reasoning for Logic Cube over any other creatures that search spell. Like a lot of these big 50 card decks that you see in some of the other formats run Forbos. So that you can cycle those creatures together as well with multiple soul swaps and toolbox the deck that way. This deck just focuses on the Phal piece of that.
Yeah, I'm mostly also concerned with keeping myself alive, so it's nice to be able to like cube into a Crimson Hammer, and you know, Foremost is still like, I'm just unplayable in my hand right now. Yeah. It's nice to have you know, multiple part plays.
For sure. So leave a comment below, guys. Let us know what you think, and you guys will see this in the bracket tournament here coming soon. Until next time.
Peach.
Peach.